Funny say everybody dey para online because Davido talk say Nigeria is in shambles. Now for me, I get a different opinion. But before I talk about my opinion, which I don already lay out in the first video where I make, I also see VeryDarkMan self posting online early today when he dey curse one woman wey dey TVC when he talk say if na him dey another place, or if to say him dey CNN, if for talk worst pass wetin Davido even talk. In fact, he go talk say if you dey go school, they go kidnap you. If small children raise flag, they go make sure say they carry your pikin go prison for treason. One way it looks like he's being comical, or he just dey talk something wey dey funny. On the other way, he appears to be like say VDM dey talk something wey dey truth. Sometimes to build for life, you need to destroy. But to build waiting, to build materialistic things, or to build a nation. If you need to build a nation, you no need to destroy the nation. If you need to build a family, you no need to destroy your family. Destruction no be how you take dey build human being. E just be like make people talk say e better to destroy Ukraine so that they go end the corruption wey been dey Ukraine before. And so the question na how Ukraine go take get better after the destruction. Now, when I put out my opinion yesterday, I say e dey wrong for Davido to talk am, not Davido himself na I blame. So make we put am for a very small perspective wey go dey easier for most of us to comprehend. Make we assume say person mama na witch. Make I say my mama na witch. And then because my mama na witch, I go outside go dey tell everybody wey I see for street say, oh, my mama na witch and my mama na witch. Just simply because my mama na witch. Witch becomes an insult where everybody go take the insult me say my mama na truly witch. Now make we put am on this other angle, say my mama na true witch, and this witchcraft dey hurt we tend to be the children. The best person for me to go meet na either I go meet Pastor Afa, or maybe Ifa, to say make they comot the witch, or make they help me with the situation of my mama wey be witchcraft. Now the difference be say these people go alter solutions to the problem wey my mama get, and then because na their role to dey helpful to me, e go be like more say I talk wetin be my problem and I get liberation. Unlike when I go ahead, they tell people wey I no even sure whether they go even help me. In fact, more or less like they go dey more interested to mock me. So when Davido talk about the matter of say Nigeria is in shambles, for the interview wey dey, the question is, this particular statement is in an entertainment organization or atmosphere. Now, how many people dey aware say some people dey come Nigeria now, come they do entertainment program? They won't mix up with Nigerians. In fact, when it comes to Africa, Nigeria becomes number one when it comes to entertainment. Nobody want to drag on with us again. Even the world itself is beginning to acknowledge that when it comes to entertainment, Nigeria carry am number one. So most people from diaspora, maybe Oyinbo, white people, black people, everybody want to come to Nigeria and work with us. Now, when Davido tell an entertainer say Nigeria is in shambles, the question be say how many people won't come Nigeria, come make entertainment content, because na entertainer he be. Most people need to be able to separate it. Tinubu go outside country, Tinubu start to tell people, say, oh, tell other leaders, world leaders, that Nigeria is in challenge. We need money for this, we need support, we would like this and this, and Nigeria is going through its challenges. It becomes a little bit different. Why? Because the idea is speaking it to the right people who would have a solution, or who will have a way to be able to support and help the situation on ground. Now, trust me, I don't like Tinubu, and I don't even vote for Tinubu. But so when Davido makes such a statement, I think the right thing for us to say is, well, for those who agree with it, they say, oh, Davido don't talk in mind. For those who disagree with it, we say, Davido, this kind of statement where you make no dey good. Oh. Now, there are many reasons why a lot of people will judge situations like that. Some people go say, oh, maybe in family itself now part of political leaders and the rest of it. So when you say leaders and the rest of it, your family is not part of it. Then besides, some people go argue, they go say, shebi they born you for US. Why you come Nigeria, come make your music? When Nigerians help you where your music don't get reach where it don't supposed to go. Now you can't talk bad about Nigeria. The same people will help you. Now, some people go argue also, they go say, Davido, they give people money and they give everybody this and all of that. The only thing that matters to me, I go ask, if person they give you money, the question be say, now when the person they famous, they give, or now before the person they famous, now they give. And for VeryDarkMan, we're talking own opinion, and he say, if not him, he go do worst. This is only what I have to say. Nothing is going to change me from being a fan of VeryDarkMan, because I believe in the cause of VeryDarkMan. But that does not mean that everything VDM says is always going to be truth, and everything he says simply means he's intellectually being able to articulate everything in his mind in a comprehensive way. And this is why there's a freedom of thought. The biggest problem is not even all this. The biggest problem is that when we Nigerians, when we get our opinion and our thoughts and waiting differ, I feel agree with you, I feel disagree with you. But the moment we person say things we no agree align with our cause, the first thing we try to do now to tear each other apart. I believe the problem of Nigeria is Nigerians. And the way we think they talk, we feel say we do expression of our feelings, but I would say something. Sometimes we create more mental challenge with ourselves by the way we decide to treat each other when we no agree with other people's point of view. And for me, I would not go outside the country or speak to anybody out of the country and then diminish my country simply because of its challenges. When Ukraine is a corrupt country, nobody is carrying. Men are over there fighting for their life to defend the nation. But when Ukraine was okay, people even complained that Ukraine is more corrupt than Nigeria. The duty of the youth is for us to rise up and make sure say we begin the talk and to make sure say we take actions also to change the landscape of how the political and how the economical things they work. And I understand say it will take a lot from us, but that is our responsibility, Nigerian youth. This is not about the elderly people. Most of them would only keep taking advantage of us. But if we think that, oh, in the idea of we expressing ourselves, we go need to talk negative or whatever we see. If our mama na witch, we go say our mama na witch. If this one na devil, we go say this one na devil. All in the name of I sabi express myself. Now new generation, anything where I like, now I go talk. Now my life, I go talk. If you do this, I go talk. If you do this, I go talk. Well, I want to make you also remember, say, if nobody say that they shout, say we be Yahoo, 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 Yahoo. Most countries not going to treat us like Yahoo people. Most American women are so they take complain about black men. Now so feminism movement takes starts. When they talk of masculinity, now so feminism takes starts. Many men lose their life in the name of feminism. Many men lose their property in the name of feminism. There's what we call bad masculinity. I bet they call it toxic masculinity. In fact, when you say you be masculine man, you become automatically toxic. The narration at which you support in the idea of expressing the truth, perhaps, also has an effect from the truth. In fact, it is more dangerous than the truth itself. Most of people go disagree with me, and the next thing they could do, yo, you know, get sense. Yo, this one, you think say now everything about English. That's why I even decide to even talk broken. Nobody say I know if you talk broken, but I mind my language in a way whereby I feel like the best way to talk to the people when you respect and you love your people is to speak in a language that is more respectful. Now, Yoruba is a language, but it is cultural, and I know it is not more or less what unifies us as people. And so I want to speak in a language that we all can understand. And that's why I speak English. With that being said, anyone can decide to go ahead and say negative things about our country. Whether we talk about Davido or we not talk me, I don't they against people where they say negative things about Nigeria until you are contributing to Nigeria. And I'm talking about real contribution. How many schools are you interested in doing? How many hospitals are you trying to build? How many communities are you willing to take care of? You do not have the right, in my opinion, you don't get the right to condemn your nation because that is your mother's land. One thing where VDM need to know, VDM is doing more than most of all these musicians because VeryDarkMan no get money. Him decide to raise to ask one way or the other, but now they do more. Some of these people get the money to establish school, but they go want to do orphanages, so they do give away most times now when they want to release album. So, in a nutshell, we may disagree to agree and we may agree to disagree. With that being said, let us always make sure that even if our people make mistakes, we talk to each other respectfully, or else we go continue to tear each other down. And I don't know why we know they tire as Nigeria to tearing each other's down. It seems as if it gives us joy when we see other people fall. With that being said, we are one, and that should be the major focus, not the idea. Anybody can make mistake. It is how we decide to attack one another over communication, over expression. It becomes our identity, and it determines if we will be able to unify as people. If we feel they tear each other down, or because Davido talk this one, and some people say no, some people say yes, and because of that, everybody start to attack each other. When we go feel organized to make Nigeria a better country, to go after our leaders, to go after our politics, to hold them accountable. When every small bone will fall among our midst, we go tear each other down. That's the terrible way of unifying ourselves as Nigerians.